And welcome into the beautiful Tarble Arena on the campus of Carthage College, Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's exciting Carthage Lady Red basketball. The Lady Reds at 10-2 on the year, 1-0 in the CCIW, getting set to host the North Park Vikings. The Vikings come in with a record of 8-4, also 1-0 in CCIW play. Well, if you were with us on Saturday, that was pretty much over and done with in the first 10 minutes of that ball game on Saturday down in Rock Island, as the Lady Reds open up scoring the first 13 points of the ball game, opening up an 18-2 advantage with just under 13 minutes left in the first half, and closed out 8 unanswered points to end this first half and open up a 19-point advantage, and led by as many as 14 at the break, 39-25. The Augustana Vikings got no closer than 15 in the second period, and 12 unanswered points by the Lady Reds took a 15-point lead out to a 27-point advantage, and the Lady Reds cruised home with a 36-point, 88-52 victory over the Augustana Vikings, their 18th straight against Augustana. Carthage shot 56% in that ball game, including 6 of 17 from three-point range, while Augustana was held to 32% shooting, including 3 of 9 from behind the arc. Lady Reds out-rebounded the Vikings 41-36, and Carthage was 6 of 13 from the free throw line, and Augustana was just 9 of 10. Haley Stursick, the senior out of Chicago Marist High School, led the Lady Reds with a game-high 15 points, just 3 points shy of her career best, as she went 5 of 9 from behind the three-point arc. Michelle Wenzel added 12 points, along with a game-high 10 rebounds. Alexis Hahn, the sophomore out of Roselle Lake Park, coming off a 12.5 rebound performance. She also dished out 4 assists. Taylor Boardman continues her strong play in the post, 12 points on 6 of 9 shooting. And Christy Schmidt, the senior out of Bloomington, finished with 10 points. Stephanie Kuzmanik chipped in 9 and also had 7 assists in that win over Augustana. So both the post play and the outside shooting continue to sparkle for the Lady Reds. Coming into the game tonight, Haley Stursick now is the NCAA Division III leader in three-point field goal percentage at 55%, and she is also ranked second in the nation in three-point field goals per game at just under 4 per game. Stephanie Kuzmanik, the senior out of Wheeling, Illinois, a preseason second-team All-America pick for D3Hoops.com, is ranked 5th nationally in assists per game with just over 7 per contest. And Michelle Wenzel is 10th in the nation in field goal percentage, 61%. So it continues to sparkle from all ranges here for the Lady Reds, as they will face a stiff test in this Augustana Viking team. The Vikings come in with a record of 8-4. They won their conference opener against North Central on Saturday. They are led by an outstanding player in Brittany Pittis. Pittis, who is in and out of the starting lineup depending on matchups. She is a junior out of Lake in the Hills. Arlington Heights Hershey is where she prepped. Has been the leading scorer in 4 of the last 5 ball games. She had 19 points in the win over North Central on Saturday, so she will be a force to be reckoned with here this evening for the Lady Reds. They will need to control her play shooting the basketball. Also in that mix, you'll need to control Nicole Kruckman. Kruckman in the post, a 6-foot sophomore out of Libertyville High School, averaging just under 10 points per game. And then also control the glass here this evening. Dominique Williams coming in, the senior. This is her final game in the Zion area. She's from Zion Benton Township. She'll have a few of her friends and relatives here tonight. She is averaging 7 points, 7 rebounds per contest. We need to keep her off the glass here. But Brittany Pittis, 15.8 points per game. She's amongst the league leaders in scoring coming into the contest here tonight. A 5'6 junior. That will be the focal point of the Lady Reds here this evening. If they can draw one comparison, it might be their game out in Las Vegas against UW-Whitewater. Again, a team that likes to shoot at will fire up from most spots on the floor, has to keep you on your toes defensively. So if the Lady Reds can draw up an example, it would be how they defended in that ball game, which the Lady Reds were able to post a 91-77 victory over UW-Whitewater. This North Park team comes in averaging over 80 points per game, so almost a mirror of what the Lady Reds like to do offensively. These are the top 2 offensive teams as far as scoring in the CCIW through the first 12 games of the year. So this will be a matchup here on the offensive side. Who can shut the other team down and continue to keep them down throughout this ball game? This North Park team has undergone a little bit of a roster changeover, as this was a senior-heavy team a year ago, but they are relying on a few of their freshmen and underclassmen to step in, such as sophomore Kruckman, such as the sophomore Soli Roman, and also Rachel Torres, the freshman point guard, who is this week's reigning Conference Player of the Week in the CCIW. So this will be an interesting matchup for the Lady Reds here tonight. Can they keep it going? Can they stay focused before they meet up with North Central on Saturday, and then that showdown next week, middle of the week, at Wheaton? Those will be the factors coming up here for the Lady Reds here tonight. They must keep their focus and play this as a one-game season here tonight. Pretty much what head coach Tim Bernero echoed in our pregame show that we'll have for you coming up next, a visit with head coach Tim Bernero, get his thoughts on the Lady Reds, kind of put a wrapping touch on that Augustana victory, as well as looking ahead to tonight's game against North Park. We'll have that for you as our pregame continues from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Carthage Lady Red basketball tonight as the Lady Reds take on North Park on your home for Carthage Athletics, Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP. Welcome back to the Tarble Arena, everyone, as the Carthage Lady Reds get set to open up the home portion of their conference schedule as they defend their CCIW title tonight, taking on North Park. First meeting of the year between these two schools, joined now by head basketball coach Tim Bernero. And you talk about taking care of business early. Saturday night, if our fans were with us, pretty much the knockout punch delivered early in that ball game. He ran off the first 13 points and essentially ran away and hid the rest of the ball game.
You know, we can be really good offensively. Obviously, we were averaging about 90 points a game the last 3, so we got going a little bit, and they tried to press us a little bit in the half court, kind of a half court trap thing, and it was something we'd seen a couple weeks ago in the one of the other non-conference games, and so we were ready for that, and we kind of carved that up, and Michelle Wenzel got a couple easy layups right away, and I thought we did a pretty conscientious job on the defensive end early, and then all of a sudden you look up and it's 13-0, and that's going to be hard. You know, we'd have to really put ourselves in a bad spot to give up that kind of lead, and you know, the offense started clicking. We got in transition. The big kids were running the floor. Stursick did what she does and made another five threes, and you know, all of a sudden you looked up and it was a pretty comfortable win.
She continues to deliver from the outside. She is now, as of the latest NCAA statistics, number 1 in three-point field goal percentage in all of Division III.
Yeah, I mean, the combination of the two numbers, that she's number 1 in percentage and number 2 in shots made. Sometimes you get the person that's high up in percentage and they barely qualify by whatever parameters they set for how many you have to make a game. Not this case. I mean, she's, you know, it's pretty safe to say that if she's not the best three-point shooter in the country in Division III, you'd have to look hard to find one somewhere else that is.
Not only her play, but I thought you mentioned the play in the post against Augustana. That has really come along. The 2 games in Las Vegas, the first game out on conference play, the post play has been established between Schmidt, Wenzel, and your other bigs, Boardman. They've all contributed here at the low post.
Yeah, and it's a great variety of talent that we have there. I mean, Christy's very strong and she overpowers people. Michelle's, you know, kind of quick, athletic, and she's got good touch, you know, mid-range stuff and around the basket, and she gets stuff on the offensive boards. Hans just great skill as far as facing up and making shots from the high post, from the corners, and she's gotten better around the post, and she's done a great job getting stuff on the offensive boards, and then Boardman just keeps getting better. I mean, she's actually probably the best perimeter shooter of the 3, and she's made a couple threes along the way, but now she's added the post game to it, and she's big. I mean, Christy's not the tallest kid we've got in the post, but other than that, we're all 6 foot 6'1" range from those kids, and I think that's starting to show, because I think not a lot of teams we play have that size in that quantity to carry forward for 40 minutes.
Now, the other question I'm going to get, or I have gotten in the last couple of ball games, is getting Stephanie going, getting Kuzmanik going. And I think it's so hard based on the numbers she had last year. You look at this year and you say, well, what's wrong? But when you really look at it, she's contributing in other ways on the floor besides the scoring. She's getting her assists per game. Just a matter of continuing her role as ball distributor and relief scoring.
Right. She relishes being the point guard, and she'd rather distribute it and kind of share it and get 10 assists. But there's times we have to put her feet to the fire and say, you got to score. And I think she's a little reluctant to do that because as the point guard, she doesn't want to be known as the shoot first point guard and never get anybody else involved. So I think she worries about that a little too much, and we try to get her to be more aggressive that way. But then you get in situations like Saturday night when you're far enough ahead. Now she's really willing to step back and to say, all right, I'll get a bunch of assists, I'll get some rebounds, I'll play defense. If I get a layup or something, I'll take it. But she went to the little pull-up game for a couple baskets in the second half to kind of close things out. But yeah, I mean, she hasn't had the big one where she's blown up since the Chicago game, but we know it's there, and I think she'll bring it out, I think, when we need to.
Your opponent tonight, the 8-4 North Park Vikings, coming off a win at North Central on Saturday, and this team concerns you a little bit. You and I were talking before we went on the air here. This team can shoot the ball, so that gives you a little bit of concern.
Yeah, they're second in the league in percentage to us, and we feel we've got a very good offense, and I think they're not as probably deep in the post, which makes it even a little more interesting because that means they're shooting the ball from the perimeter pretty darn well or getting to the basket, and so like anything in that realm for us defensively is that we've got to contest everything. You don't give anything free. If they get free looks, the way they're shooting it right now, they're going to make a lot of them. But if you get somebody in front of them and you get a hand in their face all the time, that's going to kind of reduce it a little bit, and I think we'll be able to handle them. If we break down and we're not there when they come off their screens or in transition, stuff like that, they're capable of running a bunch of threes in there and some other stuff. I mean, they're at 40 or 84 points a game. That's pretty good.
I would think if you got the defensive effort that we saw against Whitewater in Vegas, that's pretty much what you draw up here today.
Right, and that's why I was trying to make sure our kids understood. I brought out the numbers and how North Park's been playing. They saw the film, and it's, hey, I think there was some level that when you play Whitewater, who's that has that reputation that they can score in bunches and they got a lot of people, you kind of you're on your toes because you don't want to get embarrassed. You don't want them running loose and scoring 95 points on you. So we were really locked in, 1 through 10 or however many people played that game, and did a good job and really active. If we're like that tonight, I think they'll have a hard time scoring. I think it's interesting. North Park had they had 8 seniors last year and thought that was going to be their big year, and it didn't quite work out. Injuries and a few other things happened, and they just didn't play as well as they thought they would. Now they've kind of turned their roster over, and they've got better skill as far as shooters. Now they don't have experience, so if this game gets to a point, I think hopefully our experience, juniors and seniors, and the success we've had the last handful of years might put a little pressure on them and make it hard for them to guard us or hard for them to make shots down the stretch. But we don't want to get to that position. We'd like to make it hard for them all night and get our offense in gear.
I know this doesn't need to be said, but again, it is a home game, and this is where you need to defend. You've got 7 games here at home. This is where you need to at least defend that home turf and then get what you can on the road.
Right. We've got 1 on the road. Now you've got 13 left here, and the first of 7, like you said, at home. And it's just you have to. Myself included, everyone looks at the big picture. You start thinking, well, conference championship and all this other stuff. And I keep trying to remind myself, obviously, but as much so the kids, hey, these are 14 one-game series. You can't, if you get away from that and start going, they all count for one, whether it's the favorites, or the other favorites we're playing, or the teams that aren't supposed to be, or the teams in the middle, whatever it is. Each game's worth 1. So you don't want to go back and say, oh, man, we got this many, but if we'd have got that one back in January against North Park, we'd have won the league. So don't look at at the end game, it's just, hey, what this, and I kind of told the kids the other night, and I'll tell them again tonight, hey, this is the most important game of the season. Don't start worrying about when does Wheaton come, or Wesleyan, or Elmhurst, or whoever, Milliken, whoever the contenders are, at that point. This is the one that matters. Play this one, play it for all you're worth, and then put it away, and let's go play it, and then we'll play the next one, whoever that is.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, John.
Head basketball coach Tim Bernero joining us on the pregame as the Carthage Lady Reds look to open up the home portion of the conference season, taking on North Park tonight from the Tarble Arena. We'll pause and take a 60 break. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups and the tip-off of tonight's game live right here on 1050 WLIP. Fans, a reminder, this coming Saturday night will be doubleheader action here at the Tarble Arena as the Carthage Lady Reds and Carthage Redmen will entertain the North Central Cardinals. And it will be a game starting at 5 o'clock for the Lady Reds, a 7 o'clock tip for the men. Tickets will be available at the door, $6 for adults, $3 for children and senior citizens. That's this coming Saturday. The Lady Reds and Redmen hosting a doubleheader as the North Central Cardinals come to Kenosha to take on Carthage College. Hope to see you out here on Saturday night. And tonight we've got the Lady Reds entertaining the North Park Vikings. Should be a great matchup here between a couple of high-scoring teams in the league going at it here tonight. Let's head downstairs to Adam King, the PA announcer here at the Tarble Arena, as we get set for our national anthem this evening.
Please direct your attention to the American flag at the north end of the arena. It draped the coffin of Captain Frank Vavrin, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. Captain Vavrin's medals can be viewed in the display cases in the entry hall near the lower south doors of Tarble Arena. In remembering Captain Vavrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country, and unto those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. To honor America, please remain standing for the playing of tonight's national anthem. Playing the anthem tonight is Carthage's Pep Band.
Carthage College Pep Band with our national anthem here tonight from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Let's give you the North Park Vikings starting lineup under head coach Amanda Crockett. They will start at a guard, Brittany Pittis. Pittis, a 5'6" junior out of Lake of the Hills, Illinois. She is third in the league in scoring at 15.8 points per game. Rachel Torres will start at point guard. Torres, a 5'7" freshman out of DeKalb, and she is the reigning conference player of the week this past week. Annie Shane, a 5'7" junior out of Wheaton, rounding out the guard trio. Dominique Williams, a senior out of Zion Benton Township High School at a guard. And Nicole Kruckman in the post tonight, 6-foot sophomore out of Libertyville, Illinois. Amanda Crockett in her sixth season as head coach of the North Park Vikings. Once again, Adam King and the Lady Reds starting lineup.
Are you ready? be the starting lineup for your Carthage Lady Reds. At 4 to 5'9" senior from Normal Community High School out of Bloomington, Illinois, number 34, Christy Schmidt. At guard, a 5'8" junior from Mundelein Tarble Catholic High School from Island Lake, Illinois, number 12, Aaron Quinn. At center, a 6'1" senior from Delavan Darien High School from Darien, Wisconsin, number 23, Michelle Wenzel. At guard, a 5'5" senior from Marist High School from Chicago, Illinois, wearing number 11, Haley Stursick. And at guard, a 5'8" senior from Wheeling High School from Mount Prospect, Illinois, number 24, Stephanie Kuzmanek. The head coach for the Lady Reds is Tim Bernero. He's assisted by Maggie McCloskey and Katie Otto.
We're ready for basketball tonight. Try and heat things up here in Kenosha in this sub-zero weather we've had the last couple of days here in the upper Midwest. So wherever you're joining us across this great country of ours on the web at WLIP.com, we welcome you as well. The Reds at 10-2. They retain their ranking in the D3Hoops.com poll this week, sitting at number 16 this week with that 10-2 record. Wheaton at 10-1, just ahead of them in the ratings that just came out. They were about 3 weeks old, so this is the first ranking we've had since right before the Christmas holiday. So again, it'll be Stursick, Quinn, Wenzel, Kuzmanek, and Schmidt for the Lady Reds. Pittis, Torres, Shane, Williams, and Kruckman on the floor for North Park. North Park in the blue jerseys, blue shorts. Lady Reds the white jerseys, white shorts. Lady Reds win the opening tip, and we are underway from the Tarble Arena. Kuzmanek will set it up in front, gets it down to Wenzel. Wenzel takes the drive below the free throw line, swings it off left wing to Christy Schmidt. Now finds Haley Stursick up top. Around to Quinn, back to Kuzmanek right side. They try and lob it in the low post, broken up inside and out of bounds by Kruckman. Carthage retaining possession, 11 on the shot clock. It's a good ball rotation on the perimeter. So Lady Reds look to get it in. They get it to Christy Schmidt going up left side, overlaid, defended hard that time off the break by Rachel Torres. Torres will bring it down for North Park. Pittis with it now, takes it through the top of the circle, back to Torres on the left wing. Torres on the dribble. Quinn on her. They give it back to Pittis. Got away with a walk that time. She took a couple extra steps before she put it on the floor. No call. Torres taking the shot clock down to 5. Will now drive, stops, and travels. She pulled up as she saw Christy Schmidt slide over on the low left block, try and deny her penetration, and that little hitch put the ball on her hip, forcing a travel call. So North Park turning it over on their first possession. Carthage, their second possession here, trying to get something going. Quinn tries to get it back up top to Stursick. Stursick had it, lost it, broken up out of bounds that time by Pittis. Lady Reds will retain possession here. We're just underway, just a little over a minute gone by. No score yet between Carthage and North Park. Kuzmanek to Quinn, back to Kuzmanek. Now takes the drive, pulls up, left baseline, shot good. Kuzmanek did a little bit of that toward the end of the second half in the game against Augustana. A little pull-up jumper from right around 15 feet. She was able to knock that one down off the left baseline, and the Lady Reds lead it 2-0. Now Pittis on the drive, cut off nicely by Quinn. Tries to throw it inside. It's deflected back out to Torres. She'll take the jump shot and hit off the left side. Rachel Torres off that errant pass that kind of rolled around in the paint, got kicked out to her, and she was able to pick it up, take that shot from the left side. Tied at 2. Stursick, she'll launch a 3. That clanks off left corner. Ball loose. Schmidt tried to track it down, but stepped out of bounds in the corner. It'll be North Park ball. Kind of a bad break there. Stursick, normally her shot rotation, when she takes that from the top of the circle, that ball's going to kick back out if it hits the heel. That time it hit the left heel of the rim and angled straight to the left corner out of bounds. North Park will bring it up in the backcourt. Game tied at 2 minutes in. Torres will swing it off to the left side to Shane. Shane back to Torres in the left corner to Shane again on the left wing. And now we got a whistle and a 3-second violation in the paint. Nope, we got a blocking foul, offensive foul on North Park. My mistake. It's going to go on Dominic Williams, trying to fight through a screen that time and got called for the foul. First foul of the ball game. Lady Reds will set it up offensively. Schmidt going low right side, lays it up and in. Christy Schmidt working her way in on the short dribble that time. Worked her way around Dominic Williams for the layup. 4-2 as Pittis pulls up in the paint. That shot no good. Rebound pulled in by Kuzmanik. She'll run the floor. Kuzmanik will take it down top of the circle. Still with the dribble. Dumps it back to Sturcik. Back up top to Wenzel. Wenzel to Quinn on the right wing. Back to Kuzmanik. Alone for three. Left side. Yes, sir. Stephanie Kuzmanik with the triple off the left wing, and the Lady Reds have opened up a 5-point lead. 7-2, 3 minutes in. Now Pittis between the circles. Gets it back off to Torres. Torres will slide off with the right-hand dribble. Works it off to the right wing. Back up top, it'll go to Shane. Shane top of the circle. Circling around on the dribble. Tries to toss it back to Torres. She'll flag it down near the center circle. Ball is loose off the leg of Sturcik. North Park able to recover. You get it back to the right side for a three. That one is short as Shane took the three-pointer that time as the shot clock was winding down. Back the other way. Lady Reds will set it up. Lob inside. Schmidt to Wenzel. Lays it up right side and in. Michelle Wenzel, her first points of the game. Carthage opening up a 7-point advantage. 9-2 Lady Reds. Shane with it high on the right wing. For North Park, nice backdoor feed. They forgot about Torres, and she slipped in through the back door. No help out that time as she got around Sturcik for the easy lay-in off the left side. 9-4, Lady Reds by 5. 16 minutes to go here in the half. Sturcik all alone will fire the three. That's an air ball. Never really got her legs into that one as it fell short. Torres comes away with it, and then the stolen right back by Quinn. Quinn with a 2-on-1. Quinn will take it all the way, and they're going to call offensive foul on Quinn. Torres sliding over defensively that time, and Quinn realizing she should have waited for traffic and dished that one off. She was kind of dribbling out of control as she reached the area below the free throw line and commits the offensive foul. Soli Roman will check in now, a 5'11 sophomore from Chicago Academy for North Park. It's a 9-4 Lady Red lead, 15:40 to go in the half. And then Pittis throws it away, turning it over that time, trying to lob it over the left side to Shane. Second turnover of the game for the North Park Vikings. Lady Reds will bring it up. Kuzmanik will take it across center court. Guarded by Torres. Releases to Schmidt, now to Wenzel. Works the left side to Sturcik. Sturcik guarded heavy, gives it off to Quinn. Quinn back around to Kuzmanik on the right wing. Lobs it down low to Wenzel with the catch and the easy bank off the glass. Wenzel with the easy layup right side. Her second basket, she has 4. 11-4, Lady Reds by 7. Now Shane swings it around far side. Pittis will just fire on the run and hits. My goodness. Caught that ball and released it all in one motion that time by Pittis. Her first basket of the night, and it's a three-pointer. Pulls her team to within 4. Sturcik for 3. That one rattles off. She's 0 for 3 tonight. Rebound Shane. Shane will take it across midcourt. Works it around to Torres. Torres now guarded by Wenzel. Feeds it inside as they got it into Kruckman. Back to Roman, and we got a traveling violation here on Roman. Lady Reds will bring it up full length. We'll get our first substitution for the Lady Reds. Coming in is Casey Kleiner. Kleiner, the 5'6 junior out of South Milwaukee by way of Shoreland Lutheran High School. Both her and Sturcik 1-2 in three-point shooting category in the conference through the first 12 games. Now Schmidt on the drive, dumps it back to Quinn. Quinn driving out of the right corner, back to Wenzel at the free throw line. Cut off there, gets it back out to Kleiner. Kleiner now rolls it back inside to Schmidt. Double team, cut off on the right baseline. Try to toss it back up top to Wenzel. It's loose, and Wenzel commits the foul. Good defense that time by North Park. They did a nice job sealing off the baseline when the ball went into Schmidt. They immediately double teamed her. That forced the pass back out to Wenzel. in traffic, and Wenzel commits the foul. First on Wenzel, second on the Lady Reds. 4-point Lady Red lead here. We're 6 minutes into our first half. Shane now gets it inside, and what do we have? One official has a travel, one has a foul. Which one's going to overrule? We got a travel. That's what we got. Soli Roman caught that and shuffled her feet. There was contact, and one official up top had it as a foul. The other had it as a travel. So coming in for the Lady Reds now will be Alexis Hahn. Hahn, the 6-foot sophomore, second on the team in scoring. Schmidt now back out to Quinn, around to Kleiner, left corner. Back up to Quinn. Bounce feed, it goes to Hahn. Hahn working the baseline, flips it back across, looking for Kleiner. It's broken up by Torres. She'll lead a 2-on-1 the other way. Gets the bounce feed back the other way to Annie Davis, and she's denied as she gets circles back around. Thought she might have traveled with that, was waiting for a call. Amani Davis inside, it'll go. Nice feed off the low left side to Roman. Roman able to finish, banking off the glass. 11-9. Lady Red lead down to 2 here. 13-10 to play. Couple of 1-2 offensive teams in the league, and Carthage turns it over again as Torres forcing Kleiner to throw it away. Amani Davis will bring it down. Davis now works it off. Roman back to Torres, back to Davis. Trying to get the ball inside. Hahn battling hard inside with Kruckman. They get it to Torres high on the left wing. 12 on the shot clock. Now Pittis with it. Takes the dribble to the top of the circle. Cut off by Quinn. They try and force it inside to Kruckman, and they'll call a foul on Hahn with the body from behind. Hahn tried to deny that entry pass. Got her with the body. Trying to reach through that time. First foul on Hahn, third on the team. Dominique Williams will come in now for Kruckman. Gabby Chappa will come in for Aaron Quinn. For the Lady Reds, North Park will inbound left to the basket. Now they look for a cutter, can't find it. They get it to Pittis in the left corner. Pittis bounce feed, little give and go that time to Soli Roman, and she's called for the offensive foul. Oh, she started to break right to the basket. And Chappa sliding over with the help out with Hahn, able to take the charge. So Nikki Strebelovsky will come in, a freshman out of Palatine. Check that out of South Bend, Indiana. Strebelovsky, her first appearance here this evening. 11-9, Carthage by 2. Kleiner working it up top. Works it off to Sturcik. Sturcik 0 for 3 tonight from behind the arc. Chappa faked, but then shuffled the feet, turned it over. A little bicycle hop that time by Chappa, called for the travel. As Kuzmanik will check back in now for the Lady Reds, replacing Sturcik. Also coming in now will be Liz Rayberger. Rayberger, a freshman out of Resurrection High School in Chicago for North Park. And Taylor Boardman will also check in here for the Lady Reds. She will replace Christy Schmidt. Lady Reds by 2. We've played 8 minutes here in Kenosha. Rayberger with it. Works it inside. Nice feed, low right. Missing Roman. Rebound Boardman. Roman had a nice look that time underneath, but was bothered by Boardman. Missed the shot, and Boardman able to clear the rebound. Boardman will catch the pass down low and was fouled. Foul's going to go on Strebelovsky. Strebelovsky will get the foul here first. Third on the North Park Vikings, and on the free throw line will be Taylor Boardman. Boardman coming off a nice game. 12 points off the bench in the win over Augustana. Connects on the first free throw. She's starting to assert herself in the post. Second one up and in. 2 for 2 at the line for Taylor Boardman. Boardman coming in just 4 for 12 shooting free throws, but makes them both to bump up a 4-point lead here at 13-9. Williams with it, turnaround shot no good. Roman with the rebound off the left block. Reloads, gets it into Strebelovsky. She fires it up, no good. Hahn able to clear the boards out to Chappa. Couple of good looks that time by North Park, but empty possessions. Kuzmanek now down the floor, dumps it off to Boardman left wing. To Chapa, gets it back up top to Hahn, who was fouled by Amani Davis. Davis got her across the arm that time as that pass by Chapa got to her. And it's her first, the fourth on the team. Roman will come out. Kruckman will check in for North Park. 13-9, Lady Reds by 4. Kleiner with it, back off to Chapa, around to Kuzmanek. Gets a screen from Boardman, slides off that screen, lost it momentarily. Kleiner picks it up, works it off to Chapa. Chapa now. Nowhere to go, needs some help, finds Kuzmanek. 10 on the shot clock for the Lady Reds. Kleiner to Boardman, back to Kleiner. Kleiner back to Boardman. She'll fire up the three and hits. Taylor Boardman, boy, she's done that through high school. That's part of what makes her a special player and could lead to some special things in her Carthage career for the fact that she can shoot that outside shot for a 6'1" post player. She's got a sweet, soft shot. Triple makes it a 16-9 Lady Red advantage. Now Williams to Davis, who was dumped on the floor by Kuzmanek. Steph picks up the foul, her first. That is the fourth on the Lady Reds, each team with 4 team fouls. Stursik checking back in, replacing Kleiner. Also Quinn coming in. Quinn's going to replace Gabby Chapa. Lady Reds lead by 7, 10:21 to go here in the first half. John Weiser with you at the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. 16th ranked Lady Reds basketball tonight. Shabalowski with it now between the circles. Works the dribble off the right wing. Hands it back to Davis. Amani Davis backing in the paint, then got tied up by Stursik. We got a held ball. Possession arrow back to North Park. They'll have 14 seconds on the shot clock. Rayberger set to trigger the inbound right of the basket for the Vikings. Gets it in up top to Kruckman, around to Shabalowski. Shabalowski now ball faking, driving. Gives it back off to Kruckman. 2 on the shot clock. Shot blocked by Boardman. The Shabalowski shot didn't hit the rim, came right back to Shabalowski, and the shot clock violation called on North Park. Good job defensively by Boardman that time to step up and defend that three-point shot. 9:45 to go here in the half. 16-9, Lady Reds lead. Hahn works it off to Quinn, back to Stursik. 3 ball on the way, good. Much better job by Haley Stursik that time. Got her feet set, shoulders square, and dropped in the triple, and we've got a timeout taken by North Park. It'll be a full timeout. We'll break as well. 9.5 minutes to go here in this first half. It's a 10-point Lady Red lead, 19-9 on your home for Lady Red basketball, 1050 WLIP. 19-9, Lady Reds lead by 10 as they've gone on an 8-0 run here to open up a 10-point lead. Down in Chicago, the Redmen are trailing North Park midway through the first half. It's the Vikings 23 and the Carthage Redmen 20. We'll try and keep you posted as the evening progresses. Shot missed, rebound pulled in by Hahn. She'll give it off to Kuzmanek. Hahn, Kuzmanek, Stursik, Boardman, and Quinn out there for the Lady Reds. Stursik now driving off the left wing below the arc. Looks to feed Hahn, backing in on the left block. Turnaround shot, falls, and they'll wipe it away. 3-second violation on the Lady Reds. Hahn called for the 3-second violation. Take that shot away. 9 minutes to go. It's 19-9. Lady Reds lead. Pittis now working the dribble, top of the circle. Quinn on her. Gives it off to Davis. Davis got around Kuzmanek. Leans in over Kuzmanek and hits. Dove in hard to her right as she got to the paint that time. That lost Kuzmanek and cleared the shot for Davis. Now we'll see a little 1-2-1 press here. Lady Red's able to break it. Kuzmanek to Quinn in the right corner. Back up top to Boardman. Around to Stursik. Stursik back up top to Kuzmanek. Now to Quinn. Quinn right side to Kuzmanek. Back to Stursik. Finds Boardman. Tried to force it inside to Schmidt. It's intercepted by Torres. It's her third steal tonight. Outlets to Dominique Williams. Dumps it back to Davis. Amani Davis will lay it up and in left side. 4 straight by North Park. They're right back in it, 19-13. They got Quinn double team. She's able to dribble out of it. Lobs it down low to Boardman left side. Her shot no good. Too strong that time by Boardman off the glass. The rebound Krukman clearing out to Torres. Torres will set it up across midcourt. Now to Krukman, top of the circle. Davis, Amani Davis at the free throw line, cut off there, gets it back to Williams. 8 on the shot clock here for North Park. Torres now way up on the perimeter, will fire the 3. That one rattles off, no good. Christy Schmidt in position for the rebound. She'll give it off to Kuzmanek. Kuzmanek spinning in the paint, dumps it down low. Boardman this time couldn't finish as she was fouled by Torres. It's twice now Boardman has been open underneath, and just a little bit of a hitch in her shot underneath, allowing the defender to come over. And Torres that time got her across the arm. Boardman on the line. Missing on that free throw attempt. She is now 2 out of 3 tonight thus far. Lady Reds 58% from the floor. North Park 46% from the floor. Second one up and in. 1 for 2 that trip for Boardman. She will come out. Michelle Wenzel will check back in for the Lady Reds. Carthage leads by 7 here with 7:20 to play. Now Davis, Amani Davis through the top of the circle, guarded by Wenzel. Looks to find some help. Now gets it to Pittis, pull-up jumper free throw line off the heel, no good. Schmidt with her second straight rebound, gives it off to Kuzmanek. Stephanie down the floor. Through the hands of Wenzel, another turnover for the Lady Reds. 8 turnovers now for Carthage tonight. They had just 10 in the game against Augustana on Saturday. They've turned it over 8 times here in the first half. 20-13. As Torres through the paint, kicks it back out. Pittis for 3. That one clanks off, no good. Rebound, Dominique Williams. That's what she does best. She's one of the better offensive rebounders in the conference. Williams now diving hard in the paint, throws it off the glass, no good. Rebound, Schmidt. She'll clear it off to Casey Kleiner. Kleiner just in the lineup across midcourt. Works it to Wenzel. Wenzel top of the circle, guarded by Krukman. To Quinn. Back up top. Sturcik again for 3. That one's a rattle out, no good. Schmidt tried to keep it alive and does as Wenzel picks up the loose ball. Wenzel back out to Kleiner. Into the corner, Quinn. Quinn driving in left side. Oh, she gave it up. She was trying to feed Schmidt that time and stolen away by Shane. 9th turnover by the Lady Reds. And Torres missing the layup off the left side. Ball loose in the paint off of Pittis, out of bounds. Carthage ball. No, they're going to change it. They say it went off of Schmidt, out of bounds. And the official underneath had it going this way, as it looked like Pittis was the last to touch it, but they'll give it back to North Park here. Krukman trailing inside, right layup, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wenzel. And North Park has had some good looks tonight. They just have not been able to capitalize. Shooting percentage down to 33% now. Schmidt backing in on the left paint, going hard off the glass, looking for a foul. There was no call. Williams was leaning on the back of Schmidt that time. Now on the drive, Shane off the right side, dumps it in the paint to Krukman. Her little rolling one-hander curls off, no good. North Park in a scoring funk now. They've gone over 4 minutes without a field goal now. Sturcik for 3. That's good out of the left corner. Sturcik, her second triple tonight. 2 of her last 3 now. She's 2 for 6 from behind the arc tonight. Lead back to 10, 23-13. 5 minutes to go here in the half. Pittis now in the paint, pull-up jumper there. Clanks off left side, no good. Rebound Schmidt, one and done once again for North Park. Sturcik looking for Quinn, and it was too strong as she tried to save it from going out. Lady Reds turn it over one more time. That's 10 turns now here in the first half for Carthage. Back the other way, Shane reverse layup right side, missing. Wenzel with the rebound. Sloppy play on both ends of the floor here. Wenzel inside. Schmidt got around Williams and lays it up and in. That time she broke free from Dominique Williams, and Christy Schmidt now with 4. Lead out to 12, 25-13. Again, North Park gone 4 minutes without a field goal. Torres will fire and hit the three-pointer. Rachel Torres able to drain the three-pointer. She has 7. That's her first triple of the night. 25-16. Breaks that 4-minute scoring drought for the Vikings. Kleiner now tried to pull up, and she traveled with it. Boy, the Lady Reds out of sync right now, having trouble getting into their offensive flow. They had no trouble Saturday night against Augustana, but a much better opponent here tonight has kept the Lady Reds from getting started here. 9-point lead here for the Lady Reds, 3:40 to go. Shane with it now, feeds Kruckman. Kruckman kicks it back out, Shabalowski rolls it back inside, and it rolls through off of Wenzel and out of bounds. Was looking that time for Soli Roman. Wenzel with the break up, and it goes off of her, out of bounds. Vikings get it in quickly. Roman off the feed, missing, but was fouled. The foul's going to go on Stursik. That is her first. That is the 5th team foul on the Lady Reds, and that will put Soli Roman on the free throw line. And Roman missing the free throw. Roman averaging about 5.8 points per game, able to knock down that free throw. 1 for 2 that trip, 25-17. 3:20 to go here in the half. If the Lady Reds can at least maintain here and figure this out here in the locker room, that would be outstanding here for Carthage. Turned it over 10 times, make it 11 times here in the ball game for Carthage. Wenzel now driving hard to the basket, was fouled. Just took it right down to the rim that time and was able to draw the foul on Kruckman. First on Kruckman, 6th team foul on North Park, and this will put Michelle Wenzel on the line for Carthage. Wenzel able to knock down the free throw. Wenzel, 3rd leading scorer on the team at 12 points per game, just under 7 rebounds per contest. Second one up and in. 2 for 2 that trip. 5 points on the game for Wenzel. It's again the lead back out to 10, 27-17, under 3 minutes to go. A couple more stops here for the Lady Reds if they can, and try and pad that lead here. Get some offensive flow. High jump shot by Kruckman from the free throw line. That nearly hit the speaker. Sitting over the middle of the floor that time. High arcing shot. Reminds you of the days of John McLaughlin for the Milwaukee Bucks. That rainbow jumper. Inside feed to Wenzel, lays it up and in. Alexis Hahn, good pair of eyes that time. She was sitting up on the high post, found Wenzel on the low post for the layup. 29-19, Carthage, 2:20 to go. Stays at the arena, or the Mecca Arena as it was. The early days of the Milwaukee Bucks, one of the true all-time greats. Shabalowski's 3, top of the circle. That's no good. Rebound Hahn. She'll give it off to Casey Kleiner as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the half. Kleiner to Chapa. Chapa off the right side. A lot of contact, no call there. Gets it to Hahn. Hahn walk with the basketball. Well, Lady Reds just out of sorts here. Again, the team that doesn't particularly turn it over all that much. 167 turns in 12 games for the Lady Reds this year. Having their troubles here in this first half. That's their 12th turn tonight. 29-19. Kruckman now. Into the corner it goes. Roman for 3. That curls out, no good. Rebound Wenzel. Boy, she was open, just couldn't knock it down. That was actually Shane in the corner that tried to drop that one in. Now Wenzel with it. Driving, going hard off the glass. Oh, too strong. It rimmed out. We got a whistle on the rebound. We got a foul on Wenzel. That's 2 now on Michelle Wenzel. 6th on the team.
6th team foul.
Hannah Rayfelt will check in. Rayfelt, a freshman out of Rockton, Illinois. Kruckman will come out. Dominique Williams will come back in for North Park. 1:25 to play. 29-19, Lady Reds in front. Now Shane with it, works it off to Torres. Torres trying to get around Chappa. Chappa with a hand check foul, and that will put Torres on the free throw line for North Park. 7th team foul on the Lady Reds, so North Park shooting here. This will be Torres. Just a 55% shooter from the line this year. Able to make the first. Rachel Torres, CCIW Player of the Week this week with her 12.6 rebounds over Dubuque. And also her 14 points, 11 rebounds in the win over North Central. Makes both free throws, 29-21. So we go under a minute remaining here in this first half. Hahn now to Chap in the corner, fakes the shot, now pulls up left side. That one clanks off no good, and the rebound pulled in by Soli Roman. North Park with a chance here to cut it to 6. Take as much time as they can, about a 22-second differential here. Shane now out of the left corner, feeds it down low. Williams, turnaround shot blocked by Hahn, got it right back. 3 on the shot clock, gets it back over left side and fires it down. Soli Roman that time. Williams able to find Roman off the left baseline for the jumper, and now Kuzmanik turns it over. Torres will get the steal and the basket. That's the way it's gone here in this first half for the Lady Reds. They've turned it over, and North Park has made them pay. Kuzmanik now with 5 seconds. Trying to dribble through traffic, gets it off to Boardman. Boardman will fire it up as the horn sounds, and our first half comes to an end. A frustrating first half for the Lady Reds. Have they just fallen apart here, despite leading 29-25, but it has not been a pretty game. They've turned it over 13 times. And the points off turnovers tonight has kept North Park in this one. Lady Reds by 4, 29-25 here at the half. We'll pause, take a 2-minute break. Back to run the numbers for you after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Lady Reds trailing here at the half, lead I should say here at the half, 29-25. See if they can get things going. Turnovers, the nemesis here for the Lady Reds early in this ball game. 13 first half turnovers, and again just 10 the other night total against Augustana in the victory over Augustana. So Lady Reds with some work to do protecting the basketball. Also rebounding the ball. Lady Reds out rebounding North Park 15-13, but Carthage with only 1 offensive rebound in that first half. So Lady Reds have to do a better job. Although shooting 50%, you don't get all that many misses, but when you do, the Lady Reds have to do a better job on the offensive glass. They had some troubles early against Augustana. I think they had a total of 4 offensive rebounds in the first half Saturday night against the Vikings in Rock Island. So something that the Lady Reds have tried to work on here in the last couple of days, and that's to get better offensive glass production. We'll see if they can get that turned around here in this second half.
Starting the second half for the Vikings. Number 12, Pettis. Number 13, Torres. Number 20, Shane.
It'll be Pittis, Torres, Shane, Williams, and Kruckman for North Park. Stursik, Quinn, Wenzel, Kuzmanik, and Schmidt for the Lady Reds. Lady Reds will inbound at midcourt to begin our second half. Carthage staying put, ranked number 16th this week in the D3Hoops.com poll, the first poll of the new year. And trying to improve on that. Play resumes here as we're underway second half. Wenzel inside, banking it off the left side, going over Kruckman. Able to get that one up and in. Wenzel now with 10 points. 31-25, Lady Reds by 6. Pittis with it now, top of the circle. They've done a nice job with her, 15.8 per game, and she is limited to just 3 points. Now Shane will get it back off to Torres. Torres with the dribble on the right wing will spin to the top. Now pulls up, gets it to Williams inside, going over Schmidt, lays it off the glass and in. Dominique Williams, her first points tonight. Also averages 7 per game. She was held off the score sheet in that first half. 31-27, Lady Reds by 4. Wenzel with it on the left baseline, up top to Stursick. Cross-court feed to Quinn, right side. Quinn now, quick dribble, now gives it up to Wenzel. Wenzel backing down the right block, gives it up to Quinn. Quinn will fire the 3, that's too strong, and again, nobody home for the Redmen. Pittis with the rebound. Williams with it, gets it back to Torres. Torres, middle of the floor, works it off to Shane on the left wing, guarded by Kuzmanic. Gets a screen by Williams. Hands it off to Pittis. Circles back to Torres. Torres now off the left wing. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to Krukman. Now to Shane. Shane got around Kuzmanic. Will lay it off the glass. Oh, she short-armed it and missed it. She did a beautiful job ball faking around Kuzmanic, but failed to finish. Back the other way come the Lady Reds. Stursick to Kuzmanic. Left corner triple. That's no good. Long rebound, tap free. Picked up by Torres. Again, the Lady Reds with only one offensive board here. Torres able to kick it back. Shane for 3, knocks it down, and we've got ourselves a 1-point game. Lady Reds up by as many as 12. It's shaved down to 1. 31-32 minutes into our second half. Stursick for 3 out of the left corner. That one's good. Stursick now has hit 3 of her last 4 3-pointers. 34-30, the lead back up to 4 for Carthage. Leading 3-point shooter in Division III, Haley Stursick, both in terms of percentage and made 3-pointers. Sure, Tim Bernero on the pregame explained it. Kind of a hard feat to do. Pull up in the paint, Dominic Williams good. Got around both Wenzel and Schmidt. Williams back-to-back buckets, 34-32, lead down to 2. Stursick back to Quinn, works it off right wing, Kuzmanic. High on the right, guarded by Pittis, in the right corner to Quinn. Quinn now driving on Torres. Bounce feed in the paint, finds Wenzel, lays it up and in. Good job by Quinn. Took the ball to the paint, drew the defense toward her. That left Wenzel open on the left block for the easy layup. 12 points for Michelle Wenzel now. 36-32, Lady Reds. Krukman, top of the circle, hands it back to Torres. Torres now working on Stursick. Try to leave it back for Pittis, and Pittis dribbled it out of bounds. Quinn with the defensive pressure that time, and Pittis trying to gather that one in, dribbled it off her foot. Just the 9th turnover by North Park. Carthage will bring it down, leading by 4. Wenzel with it in the corner, back up top, Kuzmanic. Feeds Schmidt in the paint. Schmidt working on Torres, scoops up with the right hand and in. Mismatch there, Torres trying to handle Schmidt, and Schmidt able to work her way around for the layup. 6 on the night for Christy Schmidt. 38-32, Lady Reds. Torres now finds Williams, but it was taken right away by Schmidt. Gives it off to Kuzmanic on the steal. Back down low to Quinn. Quinn going hard. Count it and 1. Quinn bumped on her way to the basket, able to draw the foul. It's Krukman. And Krukman's slow to get back on her feet here. She's hunched over. She's retying her right shoe, but looks like she's in some distress here. Soli Roman will check in for Krukman. Tried to slide over and get in front of Quinn to take the charge, but was late setting the feet, and Quinn able to put that one up for the layup, and the and 1 goes through. 3-point play for Erin Quinn. That is her first 3 points of the game. 9-point Lady Red lead here. We're 4 minutes into our second half, and a timeout taken by North Park. Vikings will take a timeout. We'll take a break as well. Just over 16 minutes left here in this one. Lady Reds by 9. Carthage 41, North Park 32. You're home for Lady Reds basketball. 1050 WLIP. Play resumes following the North Park timeout. Vikings with the basketball. They trail 41-32. John Weiser with you at the Tarble Arena, and Dominique Williams able to drop one in off the left wing just inside the arc. 41-34. Quinn able to beat the pressure. They find Sturcik, left corner. Nice bounce feed to Wenzel on the left block. Back up top to Kuzmanik. All alone for the triple. That one came up short. Wenzel, though, with the offensive board, goes up strong and draws the foul. Just the second offensive rebound by the Lady Reds here tonight. And this one both by Wenzel, I should say. And this time she draws the foul, going strong to the basket. Shane picking up the foul, her first, the second on North Park. Wenzel able to drop in the free throw. 13 points now for Michelle Wenzel. Missed the second, battle for the rebound inside, and we're going to get a foul on Christy Schmidt, trying to muscle her way in. That's her first. First team foul on the Lady Reds here in this second half. Torres quickly across. 42-34, Lady Reds by 8. Pittis, 15.8 per game, has been stymied here to just 3 points as the pass inside for Williams through her fingertips, stolen away by Schmidt. Back to Kuzmanik. Kuzmanik now racing the floor. Fade away off the glass, right side, goes down. Kuzmanik just drifted right of the baseline that time and just kept going and flipped it off the glass and in. Kuzmanik was 7. 10-point Lady Red lead here. 5 minutes gone by. Carthage Redmen have cut their deficit down to 4. Actually have reclaimed the lead now. 51-48 Carthage. Down at North Park tonight, the Redmen and the Vikings. North Park missing. The rebound cleared out by the Lady Reds. Down low it goes Wenzel. Wenzel off the glass and in. She's starting to assert herself in the post here. It's been all Michelle Wenzel here in this second half. Wenzel with 7 points here in this second half. Shane now high on the left wing. Takes the dribble through the top of the circle, hands it back to Torres. 8 on the shot clock here for Torres. With Sturcik on her, now double team. They flip it back in the paint. Fadeaway shot good, Soli Roman. Wenzel came out to help out on the double team on Torres, top of the circle, and that allowed Soli Roman some space in the paint. Schmidt tried to draw, or I should say stop, and kick the ball back out and was fouled across the left arm. Roman picking up her second. Third on the Vikings as Hahn and Kleiner will check in for the Lady Reds. Also Davis and Kruckman back in for North Park. Kleiner will inbound right of the basket. Bounce feed into Wenzel. Wenzel now will hand it back off to Quinn, around to Hahn, to Kleiner. Back to Quinn now on the right wing. Gets it back to Sturcik. She'll fire the three and hits. Sturcik now starting to light it up. She's now 4 of her last 6. 12 points on the night for Sturcik from long distance, 49-36. Davis to Shane, left corner jumper. That one is short. Rebound Quinn. She'll give it off to Kleiner. Carthage has a chance to bump it to 15 here. They lob inside. Wenzel again had it stripped out of her hand. It rolls out of bounds. Carthage possession. Good job by Kruckman that time to knock it away from Wenzel. Lady Reds will inbound. 13:10 to play, leading 49-36. Hahn now gets it off to Sturcik. Feeds Quinn, top of the circle, 3. That one barely drew iron. The rebound to Torres. Torres will run it down. Torres got around everybody. They let her go, and she lays it up and in. They had 4 across the free throw line, and then all of a sudden she circled around and got through. How does that happen? The Reds were going to take her top of the circle and just cut her off, and she somehow still got through. Now Wenzel on the left block, working on Kruckman, spinning. Going off the glass too strong. Rebound pulled in by Roman. 49-38, Lady Reds lead, 12 and a half minutes to go. Krukman gives it off to Davis. Davis inside Roman. Roman got around Hahn. Blocked by Wenzel. Second block, but this time a foul as Roman hits the deck that time, and Wenzel picks up her third foul.
Number 23, Wenzel, her third personal foul.
Got her flush across the arm that time, did Wenzel. Her third, second on the team, and Sully Roman on the free throw line. Roman 1 for 2 on the stripe tonight. Makes the front end. Chapa and Boardman and Kuzmanik in for Sturcik, Quinn, and Wenzel. Big break there for North Park as Wenzel has found her range here. 7 of her 15 points here in the second half, but now leaves with foul trouble with 3 as Roman came up short on her second free throw. The rebound to Kleiner gets it off to Hahn. 49-39, Lady Reds by 10. Kleiner to Boardman. Boardman works it off to Chapa. Back to Kuzmanik. Kuzmanik now on the dribble, working on Davis. Backs her down, right block, traveled with it. Bernero didn't like that call. Not sure if that was a travel or not. She tried to dribble behind her back. Said it got hung up on her hip. Now Davis, top of the circle. Feeds Roman, down low to Krukman. Krukman battles Boardman, off the glass and in. Krukman with the bucket, her 4th point of the game, 49-41. Now Kuzmanik hammered as she was trying to get the pass off. Was fouled that time.
Vikings foul number 11, Rayberger.
Liz Rayberger with the foul, the 5'7" freshman from Chicago. That is her first, 4th on North Park. Carthage will inbound in front of their own bench. 11.5 minutes to play. 49-41 as Davis deflects that pass out of bounds. Lady Reds with possession here. Get it into Kuzmanik. Gets a screen from Hahn. Kuzmanik penetrates the paint, and a block by Roman and taken away by Krukman. 8-point game, chance to cut it to 6 or less here. They try and force it inside. Roman around. Hahn lays it up and in. Hahn tried to deny the entry. It got through. Boardman on last defense couldn't defend her. And it's now a 6-point game, 49-43. Now Boardman driving hard left side, lays it up and in. Boardman around Krukman that time. Taylor Boardman with 8 points. 51-43. Now Torres handling the dribble. Hands it off to Davis. Ronnie Davis got away with a push-off on Kleiner that time. Now sets it up, gets it to Krukman, right of the free throw line. Left side it'll go. On the drive, Rayberger, and we got a kicking violation on Chapa. North Park will get possession underneath. They'll reset the shot clock to 15 because of that violation. Torres will inbound left of the basket. They get it to Krukman. Krukman up top. Rayberger. Rayberger denied by Chapa. Back to Torres. They try and roll it inside. Broken up by Boardman and through the hands of Chapa out of bounds. North Park will keep possession here. 6 on the shot clock. Good job that time by Boardman to defend up. Chapa just unable to come away with it. Now Torres on the drive. Got around Hahn. Dumps it back. Sully Roman fires it up. That one barely drew iron. Rebound Boardman. Gets it off to Kuzmanik. Kuzmanik down the floor across midcourt. Fires it underneath the Hahn. Backing down left block. Goes up strong. Draws the foul. Sully Roman again down low. Gets the foul. That's her third.
Her third personal foul.
It'll be the 5th on the Vikings. That'll put Alexis Hahn on the free throw line here for Carthage. Her first trip to the line tonight. Hahn looking for her first points tonight. Able to make the free throw. Hahn averages just a little over 9 points per game, 6 rebounds per contest for the Lady Reds. Dominique Williams back in, replacing Sully Roman, who exits with 3 fouls. On second free throw, lips out, no good. Tapped through the hands of Boardman, brought down by Davis. 52-43. Lady Reds lead here by 9. Midway through our second half. Down in Chicago, the Redmen have taken a 7-point lead now over North Park with 12.5 minutes to play. Park will inbound here. 12 on the shot clock here as Rayberger gives it off to Torres. Torres cut off by Kuzmanic. Skip pass to Rayberger. Rayberger top of the circle around Chapa. Fires one up and draws the foul. Chapa unable to get in position, trailed the play, and was in a bad spot that time as that shot went up. The easy foul call there on Chapa, her second. Rayberger free throw rims out, no good. Rayberger looking for her first points. Quinn and Schmidt in for Boardman and Chapa. One more free throw here for Rayberger. That one's going to be just in, just crossed over the lip of the rim. 52-44. Quinn into the corner to Kleiner. Kleiner's been held without points here in this game. Kuzmanic lobbed it down low, looking for Schmidt. It's intercepted by Rayberger. Another turnover for the Lady Reds, their second of the second half. Torres now hands it back to Davis. Davis dribbling at the free throw line, ran into Kleiner, lost the dribble. Kuzmanic tried to save it. Kleiner slow to get up, now back on her feet. Officials let that one go. Could have easily been a foul on Kleiner, but they allowed that one to just play on. And Torres will get it into Davis. 13 on the shot clock. Davis through the top of the circle. Again lost the dribble. Regains it. Gets it inside to Williams. Shot blocked by Hahn. Ball loose on the floor. Kleiner diving for it. Gets it off to Kuzmanic. She was able to outmuscle Williams, who's slow to get back into play. Now the feed into Hahn. We got a whistle and a foul as Hahn got that pass in somehow from Kuzmanic. And was held up that time by Krukman. That's 3 fouls on Krukman now. Both she and Soli Roman with 3 fouls for North Park. That's the 6th foul on the Vikings. With 8:56 to play, Lady Reds will inbound, leading by 8. Quinn now works it off to the right wing. Gets it back to Hahn. Hahn lob feed underneath, right side, layup good. Christy Schmidt. Schmidt now with 8 points. Once again, the lead back to double digits and 10. Carthage led by as many as 13 here in this second half. Torres now cut off left baseline. Shot partially blocked by Kuzmanic. Williams comes away with it. Gets it back out to Davis. Davis working on Kleiner. Up top to Torres. Ball faking. Now Rayberger will come to it around the Torres screen. Now picks up the dribble. Works it inside Williams on Hahn. Blocked by Hahn. Oh, they're going to call the foul. Just as the shot clock hits 0, they're going to give her the shot clock violation. Hahn on the block that time. Just as the shot clock expired. Shot clock violation. Timeout, Carthage. A full timeout will break as well. 8:16 to play. A 10-point Lady Red lead. Carthage 54, North Park 44 on AM 1050 WLIP. Lady Reds lead by 10 here. 8:16 to play in the ball game. 54-44. Carthage Redmond have stormed back in the second half. Redmond outscoring the North Park 24-8, taking a 6-point halftime deficit and turning it in to a 10-point lead now. It's 64-54 Redmond with 10.5 minutes to go in Chicago. Alexis Hahn on the nice feed from Kuzmanic, able to lay it up and in from the right side. Hahn now with 3 points. Lead out to 12, 56-44. Augustana is pounding Illinois Wesleyan in men's basketball tonight. 14-point lead. It's now down to 6 as Illinois Wesleyan down by as many as 14 in the second half. Has come back in that ball game. Now Schmidt down low right side, missing, was fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. That's the 7th team foul now on North Park as Soli Roman checked back into the game, quickly picks up her 4th. So Lady Reds shooting free throws the rest of the way out here, and Christy Schmidt on the 1-and-1 able to knock down the first attempt.
Into the Carthage lineup, number 23, Wenzel.
Schmidt with 9.
Into the Vikings lineup, number 25, Krukman.
Wenzel back in for Carthage. as Roman will exit now with 4 fouls. Kruckman replacing her. And Schmidt able to knock down both free throws. 10 points tonight for Christy Schmidt. 58-44. A 14-point lead, the largest of the game here for the Lady Reds with 7.5 minutes to go. Kruckman had the pass go through her hands and turns it over. 13th turn here for North Park. As their 5th here in the second half, and Quinn will inbound. Trying to get it to Schmidt, who was bumped off by Williams, going for that inbound pass. And so once again, we'll walk down to my right for free throws here by Christy Schmidt.
Vikings foul number 21, Williams, her second personal foul.
That is 2 now on Dominique Williams.
8th team foul.
So a 6-point game with 9 minutes to go down in Rock Island. Augie Men leading Illinois Wesleyan 60-54. Wheaton Men leading Elmhurst 71-45. 12 minutes to go in that game. And somewhat surprising, the Milliken Men leading North Central tonight 54-42. North Central in the building on Saturday. Christy Schmidt with 12 points now. 2 for 2 at that line, and 60-44 your score. 7 minutes to go here. Pull-up shot by Rayberger, no good. Rebound Schmidt. Bounced around inside by Torres. Gives it up to Kuzmanik. Kuzmanik across midcourt. Monty Davis trying to go for the steal. They give it back to Stursik. Stursik over the Schmidt screen. That three-pointer is short. Quinn battles for the offensive board and was dumped hard on the floor. Underneath was fouled, and she'll go to the line. Just the 3rd offensive board for the Lady Reds here tonight. Quinn will go to the line, as that's the 9th team foul on North Park, the 2nd on Rachel Torres. And Aaron Quinn on the line for the Lady Reds. Makes the front end. Quinn coming in, shade under 48% from the line. Only got there 19 times this far this year. Quinn's second free throw is short. Torres with the rebound. 61-44 Lady Reds. Open up a 17-point lead here. They've held Pittis to just 3 points tonight. They go underneath the Kruckman, and Kruckman finishes low right. A little pressure put on here by North Park. Quinn able to take it across, has a 2-on-1, feeds Wenzel. Wenzel bodied, no foul, as she was bumped off hard by Pittis underneath.
Vikings basketball.
Or check that by Kruckman. And then we got a held ball, possession arrow to the Vikings. And again, Tim Bernero wanted to know how that was not a foul underneath. And they had a 2-on-1, and they bounce feed to Wenzel, and as she went up, contact was made, and they let that one go. The Reds have done a nice job on Pittis here tonight. They've taken her away. That's Aaron Quinn who's done that job tonight. As Torres for 3. That one's too strong. Rebound pulled in by Williams. Now it's loose on the floor. Quinn trying to tie it up. Can't. As Amani Davis now with it. Davis now circling around right wing. Gave up the dribble. Needs some help. Finds Torres. Aaron Quinn tonight quietly has put together a solid game. She has shut down Pittis here tonight. Held her to just 3 points. Pittis coming in one of the leading scorers in the conference at 15-8 a game. Pittis going up. Shot blocked by Wenzel. Back into the hands of Davis. Davis back out to Torres. Shot clock going dark. That one goes flat off the rim, and Schmidt able to get the rebound. Clears it out to Stursik. Back to Kuzmanik. She'll run the floor. There was contact and a foul. Davis trailing the play ran right into Kuzmanik. That is her second. 10th team foul, 2 free throws here for Kuzmanik. So double bonus now the rest of the way out for the Lady Reds with 5:14 to play. Kuzmanik's first free throw. Rattles off, no good. Kuzmanik 12.5 a game. 80% from the line this year. 7 points tonight for Kuzmanik. And the second one off, no good. 0 for 2 that trip. Williams clears the rebound. 61-46 Carthage. 5:07 to go here in the ball game. Pittis now trying to lose Quinn. Quinn right on top of her. Ties her up. Now she gives it off. Shane with the top of the circle. Turns and hands to Torres with 10 on the shot clock. Again, they flash out and double team. Now they drop down. Williams with it. Williams travel. Took the extra step that time off the feed from Torres, trying to lean in on Wenzel. Carthage will bring it up. Kuzmanik. Torres working on her. Loses her on the crossover dribble. Spins down low to Wenzel. Missed the shot but was fouled by Shane. Annie Shane with the foul, her second. Wenzel on the line shooting 2. Wenzel with 7 second half points. She has 15 on the night. Playing with 3 personal fouls. Senior out of Delavan Darien High School. Lady Reds have missed their last 3 from the stripe.
Returning for the Vikings, number 22, Soli Roman.
Soli Roman checks back in with 4 fouls for North Park. And Wenzel's second toss goes down. 16 on the night for Wenzel. 62-46. 4.5 minutes to play and a timeout taken by North Park. We'll keep it here. 4.5 minutes to play. 62-46. We'll keep it here. We'll get you caught up to date on scores from around the CCIW. Redmond have maintained a 7-point lead now. It's 68-61. Carthage Redmond over North Park. That game down in Chicago. Marlin Senior with 16 second half points. He has 18 on the night. They have shut down Jawan Henry. Henry had 18 first half points for North Park, just 2 after intermission. Carthage leading 68-61 with 6:54 remaining down in Chicago. Other men's scores tonight. 68-63, Augie by 5 over Illinois Wesleyan down in Rock Island. Vikings had as much as a 16-point lead in that contest, but it's been trimmed down to 5, 68-63, just over 6 minutes to go in that one. Wheaton men leading Elmhurst 78-50, 8.5 minutes remaining in that one, and the Big Blue on top of North Central with 8.5 minutes to play, 54-45 in that contest. Barnburner over in Fagino Hall on the women's side. The Blue Jays and Wheaton tied at 52 with 7.5 minutes remaining. And so we get an update here on this North Central Milliken game being played down in North Central. It's North Central 65 and Milliken 57. That game in the second half. Here it's a 62-46 ball game. North Park with the ball following the timeout. Roman back out to Torres for 3. Open 3, drops in. Rachel Torres with 16. Player of the week this week in the CCIW continues her hot shooting. 3 straight games now of 12 or more points for Torres. Quinn now up top to Kuzmanik. Drifts over right side, spinning down low. Gets it back out to Schmidt. Drives the paint, was bumped, and a foul. They call it offensive foul on Christy Schmidt. Oh, my. Looking at the officials here tonight, they've left me scratching my head. They called that one on Schmidt. And so Schmidt draws the foul. That is her 3rd. Caught that ball in traffic, was just going to take it right to the rim. Thought she had the position on the floor. My mistake. Kruckman now down low to Roman. Roman missed the bunny. The rebound pulled in by Hahn. Oh, that was a good look that time by Kruckman as Roman snuck in behind Alexis Hahn and just could not finish the layup. Short arm that one again. Now we got a whistle and an offensive foul on the Lady Reds. Moving screen. Alexis Hahn setting the moving screen that time. That's her second. And the 5th team foul on the Lady Reds. 3:21 to play. Carthage up 13. Now a three-pointer on the way. Good by Pittis. Pittis, her first points here in the second half. She was limited to just 1 for 6 shooting up to this point. She now doubles her point total. She has 6. Lead to 10, 62-52 Carthage. Quinn with it now on the left wing. Up top to Kuzmanik, alone for 3. That one rattles off, no good. Wenzel had the rebound, but it was poked out from behind by Shane. Carthage will retain possession underneath with 2:50 to play. See if the Lady Reds can close this one out tonight. Did a better job protecting the basketball here in the second half. And just as I say that, they turn it over on the inbound. Pittis coming down the floor. Hahn drops it back, got back defensively, forcing the behind back pass to Shane, which was errant and picked up by Stursik. Nice job by Hahn. Get back defensively on that Pittis breakout. Now Wenzel underneath through her fingertips, and it's taken away by Shane. Second straight turn by the Lady Reds. 10-point ball game here. Torres, cross-court feed broken up momentarily by Quinn into the hands of Pittis. Pittis crossover dribble, got away from Quinn. Now kicks it back to Torres. Left of the free throw line, hits it. And we've got an 8-point ball game now with just over 2 minutes to play. Torres with 18. Now Quinn to Stursik, around to Kuzmanik. Pulls up right baseline, overlaid. Ball tipped back out. Quinn able to pick up the rebound for Carthage. Lady Reds, that's just their 5th offensive board of the night. Now Wenzel, nice feed from Kuzmanik, low right around. Kruckman lays it up and in. Wenzel with 18. And a timeout taken by North Park. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Minute 33 remaining. A 10-point Lady Red lead, 64-54. Lady Reds in the double bonus. Every time they're fouled, they will get to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Possession arrow favoring the Lady Reds here. As Torres hits a season high 18 now for North Park. The previous high was 16 against North Central on Saturday. North Park will get set now as they get it in. They get it into Soli Roman, and she lays it up and in. Roman inside with the layup. She has 12. Again, an 8-point game. Minute 15 to play. Carthage uses score here on this possession. Kuzmanik up top to Hahn. Works it back, gets it to Quinn. Quinn back to Stursik. Around to Kuzmanik, left corner. Drives out of the left corner and was held and fouled. Rachel Torres with the foul. That's her 3rd. She grabbed a hold of Kuzmanik on her drive to the basket. That'll put Kuzmanik on the line for 2. Kuzmanik 80% from the line, but she missed her last 2. That one's good. Kuzmanik with 8 points here. 3 of 8 from the floor. A couple of rebounds, 4 assists tonight. Second one up and in. 2 for 2 that trip, bumps it back out to 10, under a minute to go. One more stop here. On the drive, Torres, the run up, counted and one. Again, the Lady Reds allowing her to dribble penetration and took it right to the rim. Stursik picks up the foul, her 2nd.
6th Lady Reds team foul.
So that's only the 6th foul. That was the last one to give, and the 3-point play upcoming here for Torres. And that one rattles out no good. Hahn with the rebound. Quinn fouled that time by Shane, who tried to reach in and take that one away from Quinn, and Aaron Quinn will go to the free throw line. With her 20 points tonight, Second highest point total of the season by a Viking player. Rayberger had 23 against Knox back on November 16th. So it's the second best output by a North Park player tonight. It's Quinn missing the front end.
Into the Vikings lineup.
Quinn tonight's not going to show in the box score, but her defensive effort tonight on Pittis, holding a nearly 16-point per game player to just 6 points tonight, was her job tonight, and she did it well. Quinn 1 for 2 that trip. 3-possession game with 52 seconds to play. Torres tried to kick it back out, looking for Pittis, and nobody home. Goes out of bounds. Turnover, North Park. Stursik in for Quinn. Quinn gets a nice hand. She did a nice job tonight, folks, and that's about one of the things we'll talk to Tim Bernero about. She drew that Pittis assignment tonight, and she did it well. Kuzmanik across to Kleiner, and we got a foul away from the play. Monty Davis pushing off on Kuzmanik. That'll put Steph back at the free throw line here. Try and close this one down with 41 seconds to play. Kuzmanik, I should say, looking for double figures here. Up and in. Steph with 10 now. It's 4 players in double figures for the Lady Reds. Wenzel with 18, Stursik with 12, Schmidt with 12, and Kuzmanik with 10. Second free throw by Kuzmanik, rattles around and down. 11 tonight for Kuzmanik. 11-point lead here. Pittis trying to go over Quinn, missed the shot, rebound inside by Hahn. She took that one away from Kruckman, and that should do it here as they'll foul Kuzmanik down the floor with 28 seconds to play. And that is all she wrote here tonight. Lady Reds are going to pick up the win. They're going to go to 2-0 on the conference season. 11-2 overall. North Park's going to fall to 8-5 overall, 1-1 in league play. As Kuzmanik hits the free throw.
Number 23, Rayfeld into the Vikings lineup.
Rayfeld will check back in for Kruckman. Kuzmanik with one more toss here. Missing that one. Long rebound. Wenzel able to pull it down. Wenzel double teamed and fouled. Shane and Roman were both there. The foul's going to go on Shane. That is her fourth. And Michelle Wenzel back at the line for double bonus. That one lips off. So Lady Reds having trouble closing here tonight. Left a lot out there at the free throw line. Lady Reds 20 of 30 from the stripe tonight. Make it 21 of 31. 71-58. Wenzel with a team high 19 for the Lady Reds. Final 19 seconds. Rayfeld into Roman. Kicks it back out. Again looking for the three by Shane. Threw her hands out of bounds. 17 turnovers tonight by North Park. And those 17, 9 here in the second half. Quinn will inbound. Gets it to Kuzmanik. She'll have to bring it across. Gets around Torres. And that should do it. 71-58, your final here tonight. Wasn't pretty, but the Lady Reds got it done. Put this one in the win column tonight. Lady Reds 71, North Park 58. Carthage now 11-2 on the season, 2-0 in CCIW play. Vikings now 8-5, 1-1 in league play. 71-58, your final. We'll pause, take a 2-minute break, back to wrap this one up here from the Tarble Arena, including a visit by Tim Bernero as our postgame will commence following this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Lady Reds basketball on AM 1050 WLIP. (71-58) your final tonight. Lady Reds pick up the win. They're now 2-0 in league play and 11-2 overall. as they dispatch the North Park Vikings tonight here at the Tarble Arena. John Weiser with you. Our postgame will include a visit with Tim Bernero. We hope to have that for you here in just a couple of moments. It was a close ball game all the way through to the final couple of minutes here. Carthage had a 4-point lead at the half, but that was trimmed down to 1 on a three-pointer by Annie Shane 2 minutes into the second half. It was a 31-30 game, but Carthage would not relinquish the lead here in the second half as they were up 31-30. Then went on a 13-4 run to go up by 10, 44-34 on a Stephanie Kuzmanik layup. Carthage was then able to increase that lead out to 16, make that 17 at the 6:39 mark on a free throw by Erin Quinn. That made it 61-44, and at that point you're thinking it'd be a 20-point blowout. But to the credit of North Park, they battled their way back. They were able to cut the deficit down to 8, 64-56 on a Soli Roman jumper with 1:26 left. Then Carthage, in the double bonus, forced to go to the free throw line. They had a little bit of a shaky start. They had missed 3 in a row in the final 3 minutes at the line. But a couple of free throws by Stephanie Kuzmanik. Erin Quinn going 1 for 2. And Kuzmanik again 2 for 2. Built that lead back out to 11 with 41 seconds. Kuzmanik going 1 for 2 in the final 30. Make it a 71-58 ball game, and the Lady Reds in the win column here tonight. Wasn't easy, but they got it done, and North Park a credible foe here tonight. For the game, the Lady Reds shoot 52%, 22 of 42. North Park 24 of 55, 43%. Carthage puts 4 players in double figures tonight. Wenzel with a team-high 19. Michelle was 7 of 10 from the floor, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. She also had 6 rebounds and 19 points tonight. A trio at 12 for the Lady Reds. Stursick with 12, 4 of 9 from outside the arc once again. So again, the 52-53% shooting from outside the three-point arc for Haley Stursick, who leads the Division III nation in that category in free throw, or I should say 3-point field goal percentage, and made 3-pointers. She finished with 12 tonight. Kuzmanik with 12, Christy Schmidt with 12 for the Lady Reds. Rachel Torres, a season best 20 points tonight for Torres, 8 of 13 from the floor. She's the reigning player of the week this week in the CCIW. Had 16 points in the win over North Central on Saturday, collected 20 in the victory, or I should say in the loss tonight for North Park. 8 of 13 from the floor. She was 2 of 4 from three-point range, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. She also had 6 assists tonight, leading her team in that category as well. 20 tonight for Torres. Soli Roman off the bench for 12 on 5 of 8 shooting. But the story tonight was the defensive effort of Erin Quinn. Quinn guarded Brittany Pittis most of the ball game tonight, and Pittis, a low production, 6 points. Pittis coming in averaging better than 15 a game. Held to just 2 of 8 from the floor, both of those 3-pointers, and just 1 field goal in the second half. That was that 3-pointer late for Pittis, who finished with 6 points tonight. So a good job defensively for the Lady Reds. Reds did a little bit better job on the offensive glass in the second half. They got 5 offensive rebounds, out-rebounding North Park 32-26 for the game. And they did a little bit better job protecting the basketball here in the second half. Just 6 second-half turnovers. They finished the game with 19 as they go to 11-2 now on the season, 2-0 in the CCIW, a 71-58 victory. Well, the game down in Chicago between the Redmen and North Park going down to the wire. It looked like Carthage was going to pull away midway through the second half, but North Park has battled back to make it a 2-point game. 74-72 with 48 seconds to play in Chicago for that one. We'll try and keep you posted there on that contest here tonight as we get our head coach Tim Bernero wired up here and ready to go. We'll bring him in for our post game here tonight. And Coach, you have one of those nights where you know it's not a Rembrandt, not going to be something you're going to hang up in an art museum tonight, for sure. But you found a way to get it done and hold back North Park here in the second half.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear your problems, but we were just kind of, we've gone through this week a little bit of the flu bug and stuff like that, and tonight it was Steph who was, came in for the shoot around this afternoon and said she had, slept 2 hours and was throwing up and all that kind of stuff, but everybody's got problems, so, and so I think the thing that was hard for me, and I look probably kind of crazy out there because I was trying to generate energy for them. I could feel it, and I knew North Park was good enough that they could make enough shots. And like I told you before the game, they're averaging 58 or 84 points, and we hold them to 58. So that's a pretty good job there. And the energy stuff and the pace of things is what bothered me. Like in the first half, we're averaging, I think it's 15, 14 turnovers a game. We were at 13 at halftime. And it was sloppy stuff. It was kind of careless stuff where they were being aggressive and we were casual. And that, that happened. And we had one offensive rebound at halftime. Those are the two things I pointed out. Now, we shoot a high percentage and all that stuff, but I could feel it and I could see it in the first half where we were, for lack of a better comparison, the NBA model, because we'd shoot the ball and 4 people backpedal, whether it was from the post or from the perimeter. And we kind of assumed, it's going in, don't worry about it, because we shoot 55% all the time or whatever the heck it is. So we needed to kind of energize ourselves, and you could feel it. There was times where we got deflections and block shots and stuff. We still couldn't get the ball back, and that was frustrating. But I think we played well enough to stretch it in the middle of the second half and keep them in that double figure range. And then they hit a couple threes in the last 2 or 3 minutes, and we had to kind of make free throws and close it out.
I want to talk about Erin Quinn tonight. She was assigned Brittany Pittis tonight. Pittis coming in averaging better than 15 points a game, and it's not going to show up in the box score tomorrow because everybody's going to look at Quinn's line and say, well, what did she get done tonight? But her defensive effort tonight really helped you hold North Park back. Pittis never got on a roll, held to just 1 field goal in the second half. That was that 3-pointer late. Right,
and they did a lot of stuff for her. They did a lot of double screen stuff on the baseline, so it wasn't an easy job. She was chasing through screens all night, and except for like the 3 you said late in the game where she might have tired out a little bit, she was there. We wanted somebody there when she turned. When she caught it, we had to have somebody there, and I think Erin did a great job of that all night. Gabby did a little bit when she was in there for her, and I think we just we made it hard. Like we said before the game, John, we had to make it hard for them to score, and I think we did. Even though they shot 43%, we didn't put them on the line, and we made them earn the stuff they got.
You had good success in the post again tonight. Your post players did an outstanding job. Wenzel with 19, Schmidt with 12, Boardman coming in 8 points. So you got some production again in the low post.
Yeah, I thought Michelle had a really good game again. Christy, 10 defensive rebounds. I love the fact that she got that. She made her free throws and had 12 points. I think Lex was a little fast offensively. She traveled a couple times and did some things there, turned the ball over, which she doesn't normally do. But she still had 7 rebounds, so she was helpful in the defensive end and blocked 3 shots. And Taylor was really good in the first half. She had 8 points, and the second half, she, didn't get as much of a chance as the game played out. But she's again, the 4 of them did a nice job. Steph made free throws for the most part, and we get away with another win. So.
Rachel Torres, 20 points tonight. She's something else, I'll tell you. She just kind of sneaks around, and next thing you look up, she's in double figures. She quietly went about her business tonight, 8 of 13, and she's a pretty good player. She's going to be something I think to keep an eye on here in this league.
Yeah, they've got some nice young kids, and she's a pretty aggressive kid at the point, and she attacked us on the dribble sometimes. She's not normally a great 3-point shooter, but she goes and makes 2 tonight and 2 out of 4, and I think that was the thing. I think we did a good job. The other thing I told the kids, we needed to do a good job on Kruckman, and I think we did. We had to battle her for position, although 22 goes and gets 12 points. I thought sometimes when we were defending them in the post, we were a couple times in the second half, we kind of, without being physical with them, took stabs at the ball, and that's hard to guard that way. I mean, you got to get control space and do things that way. And then, we kind of gave them space in the lane sometimes. Because we were doing a lot of movement, showing on ball screens and then recovering. And then when we recovered, we'd let them catch it, and then we'd give them cushion so they could square their feet and shoot the ball. And I think that's how Roman ended up getting the 12 points.
Now we go from traditional basketball to something else on Saturday, and Boy, you got to hope you can stay healthy here. I know that, like you said, the flu bug, the virus going around with the team, but you're going to need that energy on Saturday against North Central because of that style of play.
Right. They're going to try to make it and their game is to try to wear you down a little bit and use all their personnel and keep the game moving. We just have to be able to attack them, take the ball to the basket, finish plays around the basket, and get back and contest all the three-point shots and the drives that they make, and hopefully we can get that under control and be ready for that on Saturday.
I'm going to just check some scores. Wheaton came back from behind. They beat Elmhurst tonight 69-61. Last we had here was a North Central only up by 8. We'll get that reloaded here by 4, it looks like, in the second half. Not sure if that's gone final yet. And Wesleyan by 10 over Augustana. They had a double-digit lead in that one by about 20-point lead in the first half, but Wesleyan hangs on for the 10-point win at home.
Yeah, that's kind of what you thought, I think. Well, Milliken, you thought at home might have got that one, but we're not sure. Like you said, you're not sure that's a final, but probably by now. Well, actually, the way North Central plays, probably not. they might be. Nope, there's another basket for Milliken, so they're dragging that out. So that's still going on, but we've got to worry about North Central here Saturday. I don't know that it's probably way too early to start thinking about who you hope wins and hope lose, but because we still got two, other than the North Park and Augustana, we've got everybody twice to play. So we got to take care of our end, kind of make our adjustments and play as well as we can. And I thought today energy was down a little bit. We just didn't, we didn't carry the game. I thought, and you saw a couple spurts there, I thought we could have got out in transition and pushed it at them. We just didn't really. We didn't have that gear except for maybe a couple minute bursts there that we got out in transition and scored easy.
Well, like I said, now Saturday should be a nice crowd here. Going to be a staff faculty night. Should be a good crowd settling into the Tarble Arena, and another one-game season, as you like to call it, and that will be against North Central, and energy level and trying to get all that in the building here, trying to help you out.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Have all the faculty and staff people coming down and supporting the kids, and we've had a nice run here the last handful of years, and this is a good team, and it's a good team to get behind. They're good kids, and they play hard, and we were able to persevere tonight and get the result we were hoping for. Now we're gonna we'll get ready the next couple days and go get ready for a Saturday night home game, which are always fun.
Enjoy this one. We'll see you Saturday.
Thanks, John.
You bet. Tim Bernero, head basketball coach for the Carthage Lady Reds, joining us on our post game here tonight from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Lady Reds a 71-58 victory over North Park tonight. As we take a look at the final numbers for this ball game, Carthage in the second half, 54%, 12 for 22 for the game, just a shade under 53%, 22 of 42. Lady Reds 6 of 16 from behind the arc and 21 of 31 from the free throw line. They outshoot the Vikings 31-9 at the free throw line here tonight. 4 players in double figures for the Lady Reds, led by Michelle Wenzel with a 19-point performance tonight. Wenzel 7 of 10 from the floor, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 19 on the night for the senior out of Delavan. And it was 12 points each for Kuzmanik, Schmidt, and Stursik. Stursik 4 of 9 from three-point range, continues her blistering pace, leads the nation in Division III in a three-point field goal and three-point field goals made coming into the game here tonight. She did nothing to shortchange her on that. 4 of 9 tonight for her 12 points. Kuzmanik 12 points, 3 of 8 from the floor, but 5 of 8 from the line. And as you heard Coach Bernero mention, a bit under the weather tonight. Didn't really have that high energy that she tends to provide at that point guard position, but nonetheless, double digits tonight for Kuzmanik with 12. Christy Schmidt with 12, 4 of 6 from the floor. A double-double tonight for Schmidt, 12 points, 10 rebounds, all of them on the defensive glass tonight for Schmidt. 8 points for Taylor Boardman, all coming in the first half. 2 of 4 shooting the ball in that first half. 1 for 1, and including that three-pointer as the shot clock was going down in the first half. 8 tonight for the sophomore Boardman. 5 for Aaron Quinn. 1 for 3 from the floor, missed both her three-point attempts, 3 of 5 from the line, but it's what she did defensively. She had Brittany Pittis, the leading scorer for North Park, on the defensive end and limited her to just 6 points tonight. So Quinn finishing the game with 5, but she also had 5 assists tonight to lead her team in that category as well. Alexis Hahn with 3. Lexi just couldn't get it on track here tonight, although she was a a force inside. She had 7 rebounds tonight, just couldn't get her offensive game going. She turned it 5 times, but had 3 blocks and 7 boards for Lexi tonight in 20 minutes of play. Gabby Chappa did not score. Casey Kleiner played 18 minutes tonight, did not take a shot. That's the second game in a row. I got to look back here for Kleiner. Kleiner was just 1 for 4 in the game against Augustana, that coming in the second half on Saturday, and did not attempt a shot here tonight in 18 minutes of play. For North Park, game high honors went to Rachel Torres, the player of the week this week in the CCIW. 16 on Saturday against North Central, 20 tonight against the Carthage Lady Reds. 8 of 13 from the floor for the freshman point guard. 2 of 4 from the three-point range, 2 of 3 from the line. She had 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals tonight in 30 minutes of play. She led everyone in scoring tonight with 20. The only other player in double figures tonight off the bench, Soli Roman. Roman, 12 points, 5 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. She finished with 12. Brittany Pittis, 15 a game, limited to just 6 points, 3 in the second half on 2 of 8 shooting. Dominique Williams with 6, Nicole Kruckman with 6, Amani Davis with 4, Annie Shane with 3, Liz Rayberger with 1, and Shiboslawski and Rayfeld played but did not score for North Park. Carthage out-rebounding North Park 32-26. Lady Reds with 5 offensive boards in the second half. They finished with 6 total. Leading rebounder was Christy Schmidt with 10 tonight for Carthage. The leading rebounder for North Park was Williams with 6. Carthage turned it over just 6 times in the second half. They finished with 19 in the game. North Park with 9 in the second half. They finished with 17. Carthage 17 assists on their 22 made baskets. Lady Reds getting 5 blocks and 1 steal. 3 of those blocks by Alexis Hahn. And the Vikings 1 block and 4 steals tonight. All 4 of those steals belonging to the freshman Rachel Torres, as the Lady Reds go on to a 71-58 victory over North Park. It's a final in Chicago. The Redmen hang on. They defeat North Park by 4, 76-72. So the Redmen even their record now at 1-1 in the league, 8-5 overall. North Park falls to 3-10, 0-2 in conference play. Marlin Sr. with 20 points, 18 after intermission. He was 5 of 10 from the floor, also grabbed 6 rebounds, had 2 assists and 3 steals tonight to lead the way for the Redmen in Chicago as they pick up a road win at North Park, 76-72, the final in that one. Women's basketball tonight, Elmhurst falls to Wheaton, 69-61, the final in that one. Wheaton now 2-0 on the season, 12-1 overall. Blue Jays fall to 0-2 in league play, 8-5 overall. Still playing down in Decatur, and it's a 2-point game, 87-85 North Central, leading Milliken late in the second half in that one. 87-85, North Central on top of Milliken late. And the other final from Bloomington in women's basketball tonight, Illinois Wesleyan defeated Augustana 78-68. Men's basketball, we told you the Redmen picked up a win tonight on the road at North Park, 76-72. Augustana has upset Illinois Wesleyan in Rock Island tonight. The final there, 81-73, as the Vikings get 28 points from Hunter Hill tonight. He was 9 of 13, 5 of 7 from behind the arc tonight to lead all scorers with 28 tonight for Augustana. The Vikings now 2-0 out of the blocks. Illinois Wesleyan falling to 1-1 in conference play. Wheaton, little trouble over Elmhurst tonight. The Thunder go to 2-0 in conference play as they defeat Elmhurst 93-68. And it was Milliken upsetting North Central tonight, 63-58. The Big Blue at 1-1, North Central at 1-1 in league play. North Central in the building here on Saturday. That'll be our next broadcast, a doubleheader here on 1050 WLIP, as the Lady Reds will tip things off against the Lady Cardinals at 5 o'clock, and that will be followed by the Redmen and North Central at 7. hope to see you out here on Saturday night, particularly the faculty and staff of Carthage College. A special night for you. There'll be a little pizza party going on in the skybox behind the south basket between games for faculty, staff, and their families. You can RSVP to Carthage College tomorrow. Get that taken care of, and hope to see you out here. Otherwise, hope to see you in person as well. Tickets available at the door. Again, all faculty, staff, and Carthage students get in free with their Carthage ID. Otherwise, it's $6 for adults, $3 for kids and senior citizens. What a better way to spend a Saturday than coming here to the Tarble Arena and seeing some exciting CCIW basketball between nationally ranked Lady Reds and the Carthage Redmen Saturday against North Central. My thanks back in the studio for engineering our broadcast, Pete Sargent, for doing a nice job on the engineering tonight. I'm John Weiser. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If not, the final outcome, once again, the final score here this evening. The Lady Reds pick up a victory as they knock off North Park by a final of 71-58. Until Saturday, have a great week, everyone, and thank you for tuning into Carthage Athletics, heard on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050, WLIP Kenosha. Good night, everyone.